Hi there, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here at Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you on another Thursday night. We are on April 14th today, and here in Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, it is cold, 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 cold. We haven't had much more snow recently, but boy, the temperatures are cold. So we're kind of huddled in the house and trying to stay warm. So as you come on, please say hello to all of us. Let me know where you're watching from. Say hi to all the others in the community. We are building a great community and I love it. I love chatting with all of you, even though it's kind of one-sided, but I do go back and read all your comments and I really do appreciate them. If you're watching on YouTube, I'd appreciate you liking my channel and following it. And we will just keep building this great fun time together. So I do have a few reminders, as always. I have a couple things to show you down on my desk before we start creating. But reminders, as like I say, as always, about my card class, the third week of the month. I have Christmas cards. The second week of the month, which we had today, it was great to be building Christmas cards. I have a box with lots in them and I'm building more. So anybody that wants to join me, just let me know. And our Friday Zoom class, we will not be holding tomorrow because of it being Good Friday, but we will be back next week. So if you're interested in joining that with us, be sure and let me know. I send out an email on the Thursday with the supplies you need if you want to join us. And if you want to just join us to chat, that's what's great about that group is everyone is so caring and willing to share their ideas and their knowledge with all of us. So it's a great, great community we've built. I also have a Stamp-A-Stack usually once a month. The up and coming one is birthday cards, which for some reason I'm always short of birthday cards, so I like doing those. And then I have, like I say, a few things on my desk to show you. So while I turn the camera down and get things lined up, my question for you today, being it's Easter weekend, is what do you normally cook or enjoy eating for your Easter meal? Is it turkey? Is it ham? Is it something else? I know one of my cousins likes doing beer can chicken. I personally like ham, and we call them Schwartz potatoes or funeral potatoes. They're a mixture of hash brown potatoes with mushroom soup and a few other tasty things like cheese and whatever. So just let's share with each other. And ham and cheesy scallop potatoes, Catherine, yes, that would be a great one too. I like anything like that. So I'm going to turn the camera as soon as I can find the right button here and show you down to my desk where we can see it closer. And then I'll check and make sure by seeing your names on there, I am pretty sure that I'm in the right place. Hello, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. And whoa, I'm pretty sure that I'm in the right. Too much volume on the iPad over there. So good to see you all. Marie, Kathleen, Sharon, Catherine. Good for you to be here. Okay, on my desk you can see Stamping Staycation, Saturday, May 7th from 9 to 4. If you haven't attended before, let me tell you, we have a lot of fun. Joanne, Lillian, and I are getting ready for it now. And we are hoping to use a lot of the new products, depending on what we can get shipped from Stampin' Up. We have a few of them already, so there will be some new things in there, plus some that's still happening in the mini catalog that will be in effect at that time. It's a full day, but it is all recorded. If you would like to take part and you can't be there for the day, please know that you can always watch the recordings. You will get a link to them. You will get a link to all of the PDFs that we do, plus some tip videos. So a great day for $52. You can register here up until May the 5th. So you have a few days left. But yeah, yes, Catherine, it is so much fun for you and for us. So we'd love to have you there. So that's the first thing. Next thing to do with the new catalog, an in-color club I'm going to be running from May to September. Get one color a month for 5 months. You will get various things of the in-colors. I don't have the list in front of me of what I've included in it, but it is all on my website. If you go there, you can certainly check it out. And registration ends for that on April 30th. So not many more days left for that one, because our April is sure going fast for some reason. The other thing that's happening is Waves of the Ocean. And if you've been here before with me, you know that I mention this each time, but it is a great, great bundle. Goes till May 2nd. Right now, the only things you can't get this and you can't get that. And I should just draw lines through them because they are sold out. So you can get the dies, the stamp set, and the designer paper. And it has great, great colors on it for lots of different things. And you've probably seen lots of postings with them. And I hope to use them a lot more in the future. And the All Together set, same idea. It's only till May 2nd. And right now, you cannot get the bundle of the blends, but they will be in the new catalog. The dies, the stamp set, and the paper will not. And I didn't check today, but as far as I know, they are still available. And that's what we're going to use tonight. So, like I say, keep chatting. I see there's comments there. That's great. I will go back and read all of them later if I miss them. And if you recall, if you were here last week, you saw me show this card, and it was from Rhonda, and it stands up like this. So I received a message from Linda shortly after that saying, can you please show us how to make that? And I thought, great, I love it when you guys ask me to make certain things because it takes all the quandary for me out of figuring out what is it I'm going to do next week. So I am going to show you this one, but I'm going to use the All Together set, the black and white set, and just show you that you can do it with any kind. So I'll just set that over in the corner and show you these pieces. This is the die set, how it cuts out. So you have the hands, you have a little heart. This die cut matches the stamp set, the heart, some great words on it. So I have gone ahead and prepped some of the things that I want to do before. And as we go through tonight, please comment, ask questions, whatever. And again, if you do have a card or a sample or something you would like to have me show you how to do, please let me know. I did put measurements, I think I had them all, in the description of this event when I set it up. So is there anyone on here that is going to make this card with me tonight? Please let me know. And if so, I'll try and slow down or whatever. But to begin with, we need, didn't write my measurements down. Okay, well, I'll measure them as we go. So I have a piece that is 4 1/4 by 11. So double check it on my grid paper. I have scored it in the middle at 5 1/2, but to get this fold, we also need to score it from the top left corner to the bottom right at the fold. So I found the easiest to do that is to use my scoreboard, and I have drawn with a felt pen, I've drawn a line down here for things exactly like this. So now I can line my corner up at the top, and hello Laura, just see your name pop up there. Good to see you. So if I put that at the top at my 6, and then I line up this fold line down here, I can score and know that it's going to be relatively in the right place. Otherwise, you could fold it, but I find for something like this, scoring it makes it just a little bit nicer. So that's a tip for you. It doesn't affect the scoreboard if you want to draw a line down there with your felt pen or some kind of marker so that you can see that, and that is for doing scores like that. So sorry, don't see that anyone else is creating along with me. So then I'm going to fold that along the score line and burnish it with my bone folder and hope it's going the right direction. And as always, if it's not, of course you can fold it the other way. But virtually what we want is the card to stand up like this, right? So then my pieces to make the front, I have a black that is 5.5 by 4 1/4, so that's your regular. I have just a white layer that will go on next, so it's a 1/4 inch smaller. I have designer paper that's going to go right along the bottom. I will put a piece of ribbon across here, and then I have this stamped and ready and die cut with the stitched rectangles to go over the ribbon on the front. Then I'll get to the piece that's going to hold it up, and I will stamp on the inside, which I happen to have the pieces here ready. So a couple things. When you're trying to put things right to the edge, if we're putting it a little bit in like this, most of the time you can eyeball it to see that you have it right, or you have it the best way you want. I've discovered that through watching a few videos and whatever, that if you have a square corner like this, and the Stamparatus works really well for this, if you put your paper in, put your adhesive on, and put that right up there, you know it's going to be great on all sides. So that's what I'm going to do. And of course, this black and white paper in that bundle has lots and lots and lots of choices. So I am going to use this one with the leaves, and that's a new bottle of glue, so I'm hoping that it didn't squish out too bad. But it's kind of neat to have that. So I'll just keep that handy because I may need it again when I go to mount it on there. So my next step is to put the ribbon on, and I'm using this, lay that pin where I don't drop it on the floor, just the sparkle organdy ribbon. I'm just going to put a layer of it, again following the card that Rhonda had given me. And in order to do that, there's a number of ways you can. You could use a glue dot on the back. If you don't have those, you could use some Scotch tape. I like, for something like this, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, just a little bit on either side. And then if for some reason I have to move it, don't know why. You understand why you might have to move that? Chuckle, chuckle. I can at least do that. So that is going on, and then that is going flat on there. And just a bit of, hopefully not too much again, of the adhesive on there. And just going to line that up as best I can. Again, when I have layers, I like to burnish them from the back so that my fingers don't mess with the good side. So now that piece is going to go on, mounted exactly up to this side and this side. Make sure I've got that right. Yes. So again, I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus to lay that on there. And I don't want to glue on this part of the card base, just this part. So I will apply the glue along here. And with everything up against the edge, hopefully. It's just a little bit bigger there, but sometimes that happens. But for the most part, there is our pop-up piece on how it's going to stand. So I will need my stamped image to go on here. And again, you can tell by the comparing the two, the one that Rhonda had given me and this one, you could certainly use any different stamp sets or dies and anything as long as you have something that's going to hold this edge when you stand it up. So there is that, and I'm going to now use dimensionals, and I have black dimensionals. I don't know if you realize that we do sell black dimensionals, but I thought that would be perfect for putting on the black cardstock. And I'm going to not put any in the middle like I normally do because it's going over the ribbon and you don't want any extra bulk happening there. So have you all been making cards and working on cards this week? I'd love to hear about them. So there is the front of our card, basically. Now, let's hope I can stamp the inside correctly. What did I do with my... I have a full mat that I like to stamp on. So I'm going to stamp... As you notice, I put on the front, I promise, and then for the inside, we'll get through this together. And that goes for, I heard that, unfortunately, some of the COVID cases are going up again. And, of course, with Easter weekend coming, people are worried that it's going to be more so. I don't know if that's very straight, but it's done. So just stay healthy, everyone, please. I heard recently again of a couple people with, they weren't sick, which was a blessing, but they did test positive for COVID, so you just never know. So then the only thing that we need now is something to hold it up. So what I did was I used the die to cut out a pair of the hands, and I'm going to mount them not totally on the bottom here, but something like this. And in order to make it stand up, see, I get ink everywhere. In order to make it stand up, I need to have it raised. So there again, I need dimensionals. And we have, like I say, the black ones. And I'm going to just take a piece of the edge, probably 2 or 3 of them. Okay, somebody's doing a project. I want to read about it. Peggy, been making cards for my cousin's weekend. Great. And do you go away somewhere, Peggy, or where do you meet with your cousins? I meet with my cousins for lunch each week, but just a couple of them. But making cards would be a great weekend away. So there are my dimensionals that are going to hold that up so that it will have the card. So now when you go to stand that up, it will catch on that piece, and they're coming here for the weekend. Great. Then you don't have to pack all your stuff up, Peggy. So then I just trimmed the overhang off of there, and I should trim it straight, right? And then as a finishing, well, a couple finishing touches I have yet, I used this little heart that you can also cut out with the dies from there, and attached it just here. And I'm just going to put liquid adhesive. Oh, sure. Watch me. Yeah, get a blob. Just a little bit there and there. And then Not much to hold it with, but once the glue dries, it will be fine. So I'm just going to leave that for a minute. I also added a couple of, actually I think on my other one I only did one, but I think I might add more of these black matte dots. Just for, look, I have a sparkle, that must be off the ribbon. For a little bit of embellishment. You could, I've seen, well, not so much on this one, because to me this one is neutral gender or masculine, but you certainly could paint the fingernails, couldn't you? If you were doing a card for a lady or a little girl or whatever. And then the other thing that I did on my sample is I used my Wink of Stella to give the heart some shine. So really, Linda, I know Linda had to do other things tonight. She may not be here yet, but for Linda, who wanted to see this card, and for all the rest of you who I'm hoping are enjoying the card, it's not that hard to make. When you see it, as most of you, like last week, when you see it popped up like that, you think, oh my gosh, how do you do that? And really, it's quite simple. So hopefully that will inspire you to make some similar and share them with us. We'd love to see what you make and what different sets you use. Like I say, there's so many different sets that people could use. Just envision it with flowers on it, maybe, with those Easter chicks. Wouldn't that be cute if you had the chicks on the outside and the inside, different colors, like Rhonda had done there? So I'd love to see them. So any other questions happening? Thank you for all of your positive comments. And I have some show and tell, as always. Again, as some of you know, it was my birthday last week, so I do have quite a few birthday cards in here, as well as some swap cards. And I want to, Stacy, mountains. Yes, mountains would look great. What about that New Horizons paper? Some of it behind, some of it here. And just so that your card, when it's being displayed, it stands up and has a bit of a different look on it, would be great. Now, another one that I am going to have to find out, I don't know if Karen's on here, but she does watch every once in a while. I received this as a swap today. And look at this. It's cut out here, but only on half of the front. So it's certainly going to be something I'll look into. And perhaps I can end up making one of those at some time. So thank you, Karen, for that. This is another Karen. Thank you for Easter wishes. Look at this beautiful tulip paper. And she has dyed the ribbon. This would be white ribbon that we have. And she's used a blends in this color, which I'm guessing is raspberry, rich raspberry, to color the ribbon so it matches. Another great feature of Stampin' Up things. Another thing, this is from Debbie. Happy birthday. And I know she subscribed to Paper Pumpkin and has made a whole bunch of cards with that. So that'll probably be where that came from. This one from Lillian, and it is done with the Emboss Resist. So this is embossed with, heat embossed with white and then colored over top and added some glimmer. Beautiful cards. This one is from Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Another set I did not get through Sale-A-Bration, but it is so cute. And you have done a great job with the large words. Again, I can't remember the name of that set, but it is a set that we have. And the clouds with the cloud punch. Another swap card from Lillian. And this is one of the new sets. Hip Hip Hooray. So lots of, and then she's got a new catalog is on its way. Speaking of that, if there's any of you who do not have a demonstrator and would like a catalog, let me know. And I can probably get it to you. So without too much time lapse, This is one from my cousin. This is done with the hydrangea paper that we had last year. And she had fallen in love with that paper and bought quite a bit of it then. So she still has it for making cards. So great. Thank you, Susan. And this one, another set that I don't have, but it is in the current catalog. And to me, it looks like almost like a dandelion ball. A bit of the yellow ribbon. Now that, I think we had a yellow one that color. A couple layers again, and that's a thank you card that I received from a friend. She did a fundraising bake sale towards the Parkland Food Bank here in Spruce Grove and raised, just tell you, look at this. Our team raised $29.50. Overall, the area raised $79,000 for the food bank. So isn't that a wonderful cause that everyone pulls together to do? So I was happy to be able to donate to that. And then last but definitely not least is from Linda. Look at the envelope. Isn't that cute with the bunny rabbits? And a happy Easter card. And for those of you who were at our Friday Zoom class, you will recognize this, or you may recognize it, as being a napkin card. So she has attached a napkin to this layer. And then, I don't know if you can see you should be able to see the shine. Put Versamark on it and clear embossing powder and heated it. And look at this cute little bow. So cute, Linda. Thank you so much. And the little flowers on it. So yeah, just some great cards. As always, it's great to go to the I was going to say the bank, but not the bank. Go to the mailbox and come home with lots and lots of happy mail. It's a wonderful, wonderful community that we have doing that. So yeah, love the bunny, Kathleen. It sure is cute, isn't he? Isn't she? She has a bow, so it's a she. So now, before we leave, if there's no other questions, or I will get back to them if there is. And this is the card I did last week. So I am going to bring my iPad closer because I have everybody's name who commented on the wheel. And, okay, somewhere I do. There it is. So these are my Easter colors. Aren't they pretty? Greens for spring, which we hope we're going to have at some point. Again, I thank you ever so much for commenting and keeping in touch with us and everyone. And your name does go on the wheel so I can spin and see who's going to get that card from last week. Hold it where... Karen Y. Congratulations, Karen. That is great. Make sure that I have your address and I will get that in the mail to you before long. So I would like to wish each and one of you a very blessed and happy Easter. Hopefully you have some great fun with your family and friends, and Peggy with your card making. I'd love to see what you make. So keep in touch, and barring anything unforeseen, I will see you all next week. Take care now.